everyone, welcome to the second mini class by Laasya Art of Belly Dance. These are short 15-20 minute live classes which you can dance along, drill along with me. These full videos are available on my YouTube channel and small snippets are available on the Instagram channel also. So head up to either of the links which you would prefer. Today we are going to work a lot with your leg shimmies and Egyptian shimmies. These are one of the most basic shimmies, extremely important in our vocabulary, and we will try to go from the basic foundation and work our way up into what we may try to do with advanced layerings. You can choose the level that obviously works, and as you will progress in your practice, you will also find these tips and tools to help you get your shimmies to work a little better and stronger. As I mentioned in my last mini tutorial, there will not be any warm up or cool down. I kind of expect you to already be warmed up before you start working on this live class with me. So let's start with basic leg shimmy, Egyptian shimmy. What is it? How should we work our way up with it and then drill a little bit together? So be ready to sweat with me. All right. So leg shimmies or Egyptian shimmies are, as the word says, vibrations or shimmies that you use from your entire leg. Mind you, we're not just talking about the knees. I want you to focus and think about your thighs, your knees, your calf muscles, all the way down to your shins. Always try and understand that your thighs are one of the biggest and the strongest muscles that you have. So if you use them, you will generate a good amount of power, and that is where it will help you to last out longer or generate that quick, energy that you want for that shimmy in a performance or in a song. So what I want to always start with is just some basic groundwork. My feet will always try and stay parallel. Now, a lot of the times people try and push their knees back. Try and always understand that if you lock your knees, your hips will start to get locked also. So find the bouncy point of your knees where you know they have this back and forth motion in them. To start this shimmy, you want your toes and your heels to be super grounded to the feet. One of my teachers would also tell me that imagine you're almost transferring the weight towards your toes. We don't lift the heels up, but if you do have tight hamstrings, it may happen to you naturally. So at the back of the head, you know this is not what's supposed to happen, but if it kind of happens, don't get too conscious about it also. So once I have my feet grounded on the floor, I have my thighs engaged, I have my knees soft and bouncy and straight, very important. I try and create a front and back pattern. This is as simple and basic that I want to begin with. Couple of pointers that you will always hear in my classes. Jitna relaxed, utna better. Jitna you're breathing naturally through your nostrils, utna better. If you're going to tighten your body or tense up, the shimmies will not happen. The looser your muscles are, the relaxed you are, the for better breath pattern that you have, the better shimmies that happen. Now, what are the visuals that you want to kind of keep in mind when you're thinking about doing this? Think that you have a wall behind you, and I want to try slam that wall with the back of my thighs. Thighs. I just don't want to think about the knees, but also my thighs. So I'm going to start trying to take them front and back, front and back, front and back, as if this wall or this mirror was just behind my legs and I'm trying to slam it. Now, if you feel that your legs are going to start cramping or you're feeling that intense pain, just shake it off always, take that deep inhale and then you start again. Always try and take that inhale before you pump up those shimmies. I'm still on a very comfortable speed. I'm not going fast. Again, as one of my teachers would say, if you're not able to do a slow and relaxed shimmy, it's kind of going to be difficult to do a very fast and powerful shimmy. So find your slow and relaxed speed. There is no hurry to it. A lot of times, the second sensation or visual that I tell my students is that if my feet were actually together, this inside skin of my thighs are going to graze or massage each other, right? And that's also a very similar visual or sensation that will help me go back to that shimmy or that starting point of the shimmy every time. Once I feel I've got this, I kind of go back into my relaxed neutral position and I imagine that yes, my thighs are starting, right? Let's try go a little bit faster. Now my hips are relaxed. I don't drive the motion by bending the knees and creating a up motion on the hips. I try and let the legs do the work, and because the legs have that little power or strength or that speed in it, is why the vibration starts to travel towards the upper body. So I'm still kind of only about 50-60% on my energy and strength, and I'm just creating this back and forth motion. Inhale. Good. So try and hold this for like about 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds. You should be able to hold this for a good 2 minutes of vibrations so that the legs have that little warmth in them. Muscles will be warm and then obviously you can shimmy a little better. So this is the breakdown of what a leg or an Egyptian shimmy should be. The second stage will be to spontaneously be able to start it and stop it, to start it and stop it. And I play this game with my students, play and repeat, or play and pause. So what I'm going to do is very simple. Think about dancing freestyle. You want to just dance whatever that you feel like, maybe just on the spot. I'm going to add a little shimmy, drill it down, and then I start that shimmy. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, shimmy it, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? So this is your play and pause. You can go anywhere. You can add feet patterns to it. So I want to go 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yes? Right now, I'm not thinking about hitting my 80%, 90%, or like I really have to go into those thunderous shimmies. I'm trying to find what my natural, normal energy is. That if I'm not thinking too much about it, how much am I able to pump from my muscles? Try and always understand this is a lot of muscular work that we use in belly dancing. So we also have to make sure that we're strengthening, doing flexibility exercises for them. It's not just going to happen by drilling. So like I said, ensure that you do a nice warm up before you get into these drills. Now, we're going to take a little song, let's say just about 2 minutes, and just drill shimmies. And I'm going to add chote layers. Maybe just play this whole, start a shimmy, stop a shimmy game in it. And then we're going to let our body kind of just have their own free movement, natural way of expression. And then I'll start adding some small layers to it. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to start basic drills with the shimmy. I'm just going to let everything be relaxed. Start the shimmy. Inhale. Breathe out. If you can, try and add the snake arms. Breathe out. Slide. Slide. I'm adding a hip slide. So just like on a scale, you draw a horizontal line. Try and make sure your rib cage doesn't move a lot. So it's ideally just transferring the weight from one side to the other. Again, I can go a little bit slow right now. Front back, 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 front back. So I can feel that my right leg is not doing so much of work as my left. So I'm going to just go a little bit slow. See that I can add the same amount of power from my right as compared to my left. See how it feels if you lean a little bit forward? Imagine those thigh muscles working against and grazing against each other. You're hitting something with the back of your leg. Add a little slide. Now, if this is not happening very comfortably, break it down. Slide and try and do a little shimmy here. Slide, try and do a little shimmy here. Slide, slide. Now try and do a little bit of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Breathe out. You can just take some deep breaths. Relax. Good. So it's a quick drill just to get those hips moving. So whatever must have happened right now, that's your natural strength that's coming into play. But obviously, if I keep doing this drill for another song and another song and another song, the strength starts to reduce. And that's where you now need to start finding and engaging the muscles that will help you last out for, let's say, another 3 drills. So you want to start also thinking about the side of your thighs, how your glutes are going to work, how you can drive the force from the floor and pull it in. And that will help you last it longer, as well as when you start doing some more complex layers. So the first layer which we start in our beginners level classes is when I take it side to side, right? And these are very small layers. I'm not asking to go really loud and big. That again will start to happen once you more comfortable with all of these drills. But small ones are doable. And if this gets comfortable, I add another layer, which is tilting the lower back or tilting your pelvis to the front or almost to your toes, and then bring it back towards your heels. I'm not letting my lower back arch. I'm just tilting the body weight forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, right? So this will help me create that flat hip circle. So I can go to a side, front, side, neutral, side, front, side, neutral, side to front to side to neutral, side to front to side to neutral, to front to side to neutral. Now when we're going to be doing a shimmy layer on top of this, think about breaking it into these four corners or four dots. So I should be able to do a shimmy while keeping my hips on the side. I should be able to do a shimmy while keeping my hips forward. Keep a shimmy here, keep a shimmy here. So it's more like a diamond or your four corners. And then if you're just going to soften those edges, it starts to look more like a circle. Right? So let's try drill this. I'm just going to keep playing some music, keep drilling along. You can sip some water while I'm talking and then just keep coming back to it at your own pace. So now as we're going to get into our second drill, which is trying to layer a fluid movement on top of our shimmies, as I mentioned, what are the other muscles that you want to try and engage? You want to think that your kneecaps are pulling up into your hip sockets. So this will help you power up from these small, minute muscles that you have there. Don't clench your butt. You try not to squeeze your butt, let it be loose, but you still want to activate your glutes by pulling in that small. So if this is my neutral, I'm pulling my legs slightly more up into my hips. And that helps me kind of just get a little bit more range into my legs. And the third thing that I try and do is imagine I'm sliding and pulling with my toes, right? I'm pulling the floor with my toes. So it's this very pulling the energy from the floor, and imagine then it's pulling into your hips here. So you're kind of going to also engage minor engagement of the toes and the heels that will help you pull it up from pull the energy from the floor up. So you're also engaging all of these small muscles that you may feel, but you know, how is this going to help? But it will help. It surely, truly will help. So let's try get into the second drill from there. So I'm nicely warmed up. I'm sweating. So my body kind of wants to be here now. 1, front. One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm giving myself a little break. Breathe. Change. 1, half. 1, half. 1, half. Come back to the shimmies. 1, 2, 3, 4, half. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half a circle. Try and do it from the left side. Left, front, right, back, half a circle, try and connect the dots. Corner, front, corner, back, Breathe out. Let those legs and hips relax. You can even do a little forward bend if that will help you kind of just relax it. Good. I'm going to come back to that drill. So I'm going to play that start and stop shimmy along with this. And travel. Try and use it. Up, drop, up, drop. Breathe out. Oh my god, I'm sweating like crazy. All right. Wow, I'm sweating like crazy. All right, so this was a small class about how to get those shimmies going. Always remember that you want to gradually build up your speed to where you will be pushing it beyond your natural capacity. So it's always good to do a small drill where you will be in a very relaxed state. Try not to go into that crazy shimmy or your fourth speed or your insane, workout speed on the first go. You want to try and keep it relaxed in the first drill. Let your muscles warm up nicely. Feel those minor muscle groups also working and engaging. So I'm really working with engaging not just my thigh muscles or the back of the thigh muscles, but those ones around my knees, the ones around my shin and ankles. Also using my calf, feeling the work happening from the inside of my thigh muscles. So lots of smaller muscle groups that you can also use. And then I start trying to add that small layer on the lower half of the body. Just in the end, I was playing along and I was trying to add that little upper body, but maybe in another class, we can go deeper into it about how you can layer upper body drills or upper body isolations while you're doing lower body shimmies and shimmy layering, and then you can layer both on top also, right? So if I have this happening, maybe I can still add another layer on top, but maybe for another class. But use this class, drill at home for all the times when you feel like, I don't know if I'm doing my drills correctly or not. Use this as your homework video. I hope you have fun with it, and I will see you in another mini class the next time. Thank you.